Today, countless people have a love for many mediums of pop culture, such as movies, video games, graphic novels, and even Japanese anime. These all factor into our modern world and excite and entertain audiences. However, there are many who have a deeper love and admiration for their favorite characters on either the large or small screen. There are many who enjoy dressing as their favorite character or even becoming them, where they can break out of their shells for a weekend. Welcome to the world of costumes and roleplay, the world of conventions and fandoms. Welcome to the world of cosplay. So why do people go and dress like their favorite superheroes or anime characters? This is what is known as cosplay, but what is cosplay?
Cosplay, I think, is an expression of love, it's an expression of fandom, and it's an expression of creativity. It's anything you want it to be.
In my opinion, cosplay is dressing up in a character that either you like or relate to, and acting it out in, I would say, an atmosphere where everyone else is doing the same thing.
I think that cosplay is a way to express yourself and to express how much you love a character or a series.
Well, cosplay is dressing up as a character from either a series, a game, a manga, even fictionary characters, like what we call original characters. You look like them, you take on their personality, their persona. It's really fun because if you're a shy person, you can all of a sudden be crazy and outgoing, or if you're really outgoing, you can tone it down a little bit and be that demure, kind of in the shadows person. So you get to be someone other than yourself for a day, so it's really fun.
Now looking at cosplay in this new light, it is understandable why many flock to conventions and dress like their favorite characters. However, there is a darker side to the glitz and glamour of the cosplaying community. Recently, more serious issues have now begun to pollute and distort this unique hobby, and even have made many question the cosplaying lifestyle. Issues like sexual assault and verbal abuse are said to be rampant problems in the past few years, as well as many other serious issues. However, is there any weight to these claims?
There's also a lot of negative aspects where it can be time-consuming, it can be really expensive, and it can be really heart-crushing that if you put a lot into it, you get like a really bad review from someone, then you get really down on yourself and you can get really depressed easily. Because I feel like if you put your heart and soul to something and it's your like creation of love, you want people to appreciate it as much as you want to represent something, you know?
Sexual assault is a huge problem. I've been harassed. Even like I hear stories from like my guy cosplayer friends who their groin like grabbed by strangers because people think it's okay.
I've definitely recently seen a lot of people that get really too focused in it, I guess is what I'd say, and either choose cosplay over life necessities. You can always make it to conventions and cosplay within your budget, but like don't sacrifice other things for it, you know? And then beyond that, I've seen an obsession with what I like to call cosplay fame that I think is not only ridiculous, but really just detrimental.
Though there can be risks to the life of a cosplayer and a convention attendee, many still gather to these conventions and find enjoyment and fun by becoming the heroes that they adore. To this day, events like Comic-Con, Anime Expo, and Taiyou Con are all filled to the brim with unique and talented cosplayers who spend days, if not months, on a single costume. But the question is, why? Does the good weigh out the bad?
You know, I have made so many amazing friends. I went through a divorce about 3 years ago, and it was pretty nasty. I was married for 7 years, and it just was not, it was a very toxic relationship. And I discovered cosplay while in that marriage, and it basically is what kept me going, you know, like through anything that was negative, I was always getting positive reinforcement from friends and from other cosplayers and from things, you know? And so I just threw myself whole hog into it. And after the divorce, I kind of realized that not only was this something that like I put my identity into, but like I had so many amazing friends that were supportive that I met purely through cosplay. You know, after everything went down, the ones standing with me were the people I met at conventions and cosplay.
A little while ago, I was in the hospital. I broke both of my legs and I was in a wheelchair for 3 months, and it was so cool to see people actually coming to my hospital bed that were from the con communities. People that I may have met maybe like 2 or 3 times. So, but I think that the other thing is art. Seeing all the art that is created, you know, seeing people's different skill sets, whether they're making a certain costume or what they made it out of, and you just get inspired by the next con and the next con to improve your cosplay if you choose so.
It is actually really amazing, and it's cool to have such like amazing skills, like to sew or to do like really cool makeup. It's just like a skill that you don't have an opportunity to learn unless you go out and do it. So it's just a wonderful thing.
It's definitely improved my skills as a seamstress. You learn new things, you talk to people, you get different ideas, inspiration. It's just one big hodgepodge of new ideas.
Cosplay, to many who participate, can mean different things, and each cosplayer takes the idea and the lifestyle in their own way. Cosplay for one person can be a means for becoming more social, while on the other hand, it could be a means to further their own talent and craft. But the question still stands. What does it mean to the individual, and has it improved any aspect of the cosplayer's life?
I made friends through cosplay. I met my significant other through cosplay. I learned how to put on makeup. I became more confident in myself. I became more social. It changed my life once I started doing it.
I would say, in all honesty, no. I mean, it's a hobby and it's really fun.
I met my husband through cosplay. I think that's a pretty swell thing to happen to me.
It's really improved my art, because I like to go out and do paint. I like to do graffiti, and to see what other people can do is it inspires me to go out and create even more.
So definitely my number one is World Cosplay Summit. My cosplay partner and I worked for about 4 years to finally make it there. It's a competition unlike anything else. It's everything from you have to build the costumes yourself to build the set pieces to make the performance, and it has to be 2.5 minutes long. You're basically putting on a show for this competition.
Whether it be fun or for socializing, cosplay is a means of enjoyment and a way to put a person's energy into creative means. It's more than just a hobby. It's a lifestyle and an idea that can be interpreted by all who participate. But what is to be kept in mind when just starting to get into the art of cosplay?
Go out, do something different. You don't get bullied when you're cosplaying. Everybody in cosplay, we're all just one family. You can bounce around from clique to clique. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody's friends. It's kind of like just a big old bar.
If you see someone that isn't as good as you are, well, everyone starts somewhere. So just try and be like a friendly player and like give them tips so they can get to your level. And if you see someone better than you, there's nothing wrong with complimenting them and then trying to aim higher.
And to be comfortable with everyone else that's doing the exact same thing. And to make a statement wherever you walk, whether it's just being in plain clothes and a t-shirt or having big accentuated wings, that's what I love about this so much.